Hello, everybody. Welcome once again to my YouTube channel. My name is Omowunmi Akinniyi, and it's a platform where we discuss everything of moral standards, ethical tips, and practical nudges. So, in our previous series, we have been discussing on relationship series. And if I'm permitted to remind us about how important relationship is in our lives, relationship is very, very, very important. You cannot do life alone. That's the truth. I'm not trying to patronize you or make you feel that you just have to belong somewhere. You just have to, of course, you belong somewhere. You came from somewhere, you're currently somewhere, and you still be somewhere until you become no more. That's the truth. You came from somewhere. You emanated from somewhere. You are currently somewhere. You are going somewhere until you become nobody again. So you can imagine that where you are coming from, where you are going to, you can't do all those things alone. Like, you're just going to be frustrated. So that's why relationship is important. I want us to start from the known to the unknown. We have been able to establish that we cannot do life alone. Relationship is very, very important. And as important as relationship, we have been able to start with a series of relationships. You know why I want us to go through all the series? This life, as beautiful as it is, as interesting as life is, this series and level of relationship are what makes life interesting. And if you don't get it right, I mean, if you don't do the needful, that's when it ought to be done. You might just feel frustrated in life because some ingredients, relationship ingredients, are lacking. And once they are not in place, the struggle is like you just feel that everything is working against you as it ought to be working for you. So that's why I'm taking time to go through this relationship series. It is very important. In every series, you find some set of people. Everybody in your circle cannot be categorized under the same kind of relationship. For instance, we've spoken about spiritual relationship and self relationship. The way you will treat self relationship, that is personal. Like, it's a personal communication. It's a personal thing. It is an intra communication, like something that you do that helps your growth and development. So that is for you. Personal relationship. You cannot handle personal relationship the way you handle your professional relationship, family relationship. That is so. These stages and series of relationships help us to become a lot. It becomes a lot and much more than you can even think or imagine. So welcome once again to this series. I want us to talk about another two important level of relationship. Number one, we'll be talking about the family relationship, Platonic relationship. So when it comes to the family relationship, like, it is very important. As much as God relationship, that's your spiritual relationship, is important. As much as self relationship is important, family relationship is also very important. Nobody drops from the sky. Even our Jesus came through a source, came through a family. God orchestrated in a way that you have to belong somewhere. Like, you have to be identified in a family. And your identity and your being identified in a family, it helps with a lot of things in your life journey. And under the family relationship, we have levels of relationship. The relationship with your parents, your relationship with siblings, your relationship with your extended family, your relationship with your aunties and uncles and everything. I want to appeal to our parents. Like they should try to do much more than they are doing now. The family relationship is a stage where the self relationship is built from. Okay, when I belong to a family and I need to identify myself, it is my family that helps to identify who I'm gonna be, who I am, and how well I'll, I'll be able to define my identity and my self-worth. How is that? When a child is growing up, I've seen how parents are able to help their words identify their area of strength. They do not just identify it, they help them to build, nourish, and guide them so well that when you see those children, you feel so proud and you feel that, no, kudos to the family that you came from. Like, because they are doing their family proud, and there's nothing you achieve outside of the 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 society or in the society that doesn't still boils down to referring you to your parents that bettered you. Sometimes, oftentimes, I hear people say, God bless the home that you came from. God bless the family that raised you. So these things are very important. Family relationship. And I was saying that our parents should help in making their words to become better, especially in their formative stage. There are habits that they show, there are things that they do that should have been corrected, they should have been told on how better to get those things done. But because they were not corrected in their formative stage, it becomes a very big problem and a very big issue in the society. So I tell you for free that you cannot underestimate the importance of family relationship. I've seen parents that watch their child. Whenever you like, do with your life. Whatever you say, I've done my own. I've gone my. Eventually, you are not helping that child. You are not, because as a family that child came from, you are supposed to help in identifying the child's strength, their weaknesses. It should be identified in the home, corrected, put on the right track, and help them become better in the society. So the family is the place where all forms of moral decadence is emanating from. Imagine a child that emanated from a good home and with all the nurturing, the value system, the belief system. By the time you go out, and unfortunately, you meet friends or set of people that are not from the value system that you grew up from. It's gonna most times it's gonna be a sorry case because if you are not standing well, like if you are not well shaped, I'm going to say myself as an example. I know that when I was growing up, I grew up from a Christian home. The sound of that Christian home is making me smile because it's Christian owns the core. All my activities were around school, church, home, church, school. So sometimes if you even say that my friend is doing birthday, I want to go one. Like you have to give them reasons why you have to go out of gate. So that's how bad. No, it's not bad. It's actually a good thing. That's how it is for me. I don't want to use bad because it's not bad. It built us. There was a form of value system we had. Like we needed that they were able to help us identify our strength. I remember daddy will always say to me that he work with you this child. Because I had opportunity to let out how I feel whenever I feel that something I'm not comfortable with a particular thing. I say it the way it is. And when it is wrong, daddy will say to me, you don't say that. You don't do that. And all of those things, I discovered that it helped me so much. Fast forward to when I gave admission to school. Oh my God. Despite my belief system, but I appreciate the fact that I had God. I had known God early enough that when I'm doing something wrong, my conscience will always prick me. So I would not want to say that it's not the Holy Spirit, because conscience, Holy Spirit is it it works hand in hand. By the time your conscience is telling you something and you're not obeying the voice of the Holy Spirit, that's when you send the Holy Spirit immediately. But when you have conscience, anytime you want to do something that is bad or that is wrong, you get pricked. Like you feel like Johnny, you are going out of me. And immediately I find my trap back. When I gain admission to school, the first set of people I met on campus, oh my God, like there were people that literally on a Friday, they will leave the campus as young as we were then. They will leave the campus because they had boyfriend that they need to go and cook for, do his laundry. I don't know, whatever it is, they get it on. They go there past the weekend. Like they leave the school sometimes on Thursday or Friday. They come back very early on Monday morning. And the good girl in me will always feel sorry that why are you doing this? And they'll tell me, oh, don't worry, you don't understand. Just help us write our matric number and all of those things. And I kept doing it. And at a point, I feel like I'm more comfortable. Like I have that conscience in me that wants to walk out of that behavior that they constantly exhibit. And I feel like, okay, I feel I need to find the right set of people. And it's not like they don't know people. Maybe I don't know. They actually know, like when they carry their book and they get to assimilate on time. But they are the people that believe enjoyment, they have to enjoy themselves one. And I had value system I was bringing from home, getting on campus. I met with, in fact, there are three of them in number. So like they go to their boyfriends' places every Thursday, come back on a Monday morning as an 100 level student. And I'm like, I think this is not what I want for myself. I've always had pictures of what I want to be, the process to becoming it, what I want for myself. And I'm always telling Daddy, of course, I'm mentioning Daddy because we discuss a lot of deep intellectual discussion. As young as I was then, he would call me and say some things to me, wants to hear about my opinion. I never knew that he was trying to bring out the best in me, of which I'm enjoying today. Also, what I'm saying in nutshell is parents should try to do more. Family relationship is something that is beautiful when it is well done. Like you enjoy the fruit and the reward thereof. It's very beautiful. You help in nurturing the words. You help in bringing out their strength, the area of weaknesses. You help them to overcome it. Like it's so beautiful. And this can be done only when you are present and available. No matter how busy you can be, no matter how engaged you might be, let's learn to have time, a family time where we get to know ourselves better. There was a time in my in my house that we're always coming together to do quiz. We take wine, we laugh, we gist, and we all enjoyed every moment. I remember the time of COVID 2020 when I had to stop because my office was outside Lagos, and peculiarity of that COVID, we said that no interstate movement. So I was at home for about 2 months plus. I didn't go to work. I was at home. My family were at home. So we had strong bonding connection. We're talking, gisting in the evening time, then come outside of the compound, we discussed. Like it was fun. We had beautiful memories. So what I'm saying is family is very important. And so aunties, uncles, we want to celebrate you. You're also a part of the family, and we love you so much. We love how you are very intentional. We love how you care. We love how you value. And so aunties that are not doing the expected, we want you to know that there is more that is expected from you. We don't want to build a family where the society will not be proud of, where we feel like I'm not doing better because I was not properly raised. I was not doing better because they did not give me time, they did not give me the privilege that I need to become a better me. So the family is a place where a lot of things will emanate from. If it is not well taken care of, if it is not well nurtured, if we are not well nourished, if we are not well structured, if we are not well refined, if we are not well refined, like a lot of expectations is coming from families, and we need to do better. We need to be more. We need to be involved and be present. We need to be actively. It should not be a place where the child will lose their self-worth, self-value. They will feel so low in self-esteem, and they won't be able to be sharp. They won't be able to they will not be, a lot of people are suffering from the experiences they had while growing up. But at the same time does not wait for any man. Don't get time does not wait for any man. So if you feel like what I'm experiencing currently now is as a result of my family, my upbringing, then the question is, if you continue to dwell on the past, when did you want to get to the future? Like when, how do you want to become a better you? So there should always be an opportunity where you can become a better you. So family relationship is very broad. The way siblings relate with themselves, it is very important. I got married into a family where they are closely related. Like I'm always wondering, like, hey, God, I beg. They love themselves so much that they're always coming through for each other. The way my father-in-law has raised his children, like I'm doffing my hat. I'm raising my hands. No, kudos to him and the entire family. The way I see them exhibit love, the way they come around for each other, the way they support themselves. And I'm like, wow, this is very, very worthy of emulation. Like their love system, they want to reach out to each other. And of course, they might not get to talk like every day. But when they come to talk, sometimes they're on video calls, they are reaching out to each other, and you feel like they are very um um they are very close, like they're always talking. So that's the way it should be. Family, there's a lot to be done, and every good thing in family, every in the society, every bad thing in the society, trace it's coming from somewhere. There's a background, there's a check that needs to be done, either how the child was raised, either how how the good child met with the wrong person, or the wrong person eventually influenced the good one negatively. So let's learn to make our words, our family, our children, our sisters, our brothers. Let us try to make it a place of comfort, a place where I can boldly come and say, this is how I'm feeling, this is what I'm feeling. And by the time you talk about it, you help each other, you become a better you. So the family is a kind of relationship that is very important, even to every form of relationship in life, to the society, everywhere you go. Somebody somehow, somewhere emanated from the family. So straight up to our second series type of relationship, we're going to be discussing platonic, platoral relationship. This is a relationship that's with your friends, your best friends, your close work associates, people that are close to you without emotional attachments. So I want to say that this kind of relationship is very important. This is relationship that begets relationships. I mean, Platoral relationship is the kind of relationship that begats relationships in capital letter. I've had calls when my own friend, through her, I got to meet another important, very important personality. And I mean, when I was running a program in the, I guess 2021 or so, I was running one program like that. And one of my good friend introduced me to another very important personality. And that man has been so good and kind without emotional attachment. When you say that some people are just good, they are just God sent to you. So that's how important relationship can be. It was through my own friend I got to meet the man. And we are we are very close to the extent that when I need something, it's a kind of platonic relationship is a kind of relationship that when you need something, you already know which of your person can handle it. You already know how the person will go and come through for you. Like the length the person will go and how they come through for you to deliver. Like I've enjoyed. Oh my God. How do I make you understand how important relationship is in a man's life? Especially this relationship I'm talking to you about. It's a kind of relationship that begats relationship. For instance, a platoral relationship, if I meet somebody who is not in a relationship, like the person needs to be married and it's not a relationship, and your friend's friend is connecting you to somebody that knows, like, relationship is deep. Relationship is relationship is deep. Relationship is broad. Relationship is large. You cannot exhaust the place of relationship. And if you know me so well, you know that I oftentimes brag about I have the gifts of able and capable men in my space. I don't joke with relationship. Like as much as I honor people, I value people so much. One of the things I love doing is meeting new people. I want to see your makeup. I want to see how you are wired. I want to see what you have and who do you are. By the time I'm able to identify those factors, I'll be able to see if you actually fit in and blend into my kind of person. So, platoral relationship is very broad. It's very large. So, all of this relationship, imagine we're coming from spiritual relationship, we're spoken about the self relationship, we're spoken about the family relationship, we're talking about the platoral relationship, where you meet a lot of people, and those people at some point you discover that this person is worthy of being called my best friend. this person is worthy of being called my soul sister. This person is worthy of being called my mentor. This person is worthy of being called my go-to person. We have come to a default stage in life that by the time you relate with some persons for a number of times or a number of years, you are able to fit them into the level they belong to. Who taught you how to call that your friend best friend? I mean, how did you get to a point where you know that this person is my best friend? How did you get to a point where you know that that person is my my mentor? How did you get to that point where you feel that that person is my go-to person? Like you have related so much, you have observed, you have kept your cool, you've been able to pinpoint one or two things to the extent that you are able to arrive at name calling. That's my best friend. That's my soul sister. That's my mentor. That's my spiritual father. That's my, there's a point, there's a word that says that he that must be friendly must first show himself. He that must have a friend must first show himself to be friendly. So relationship boils down to how you're able to relate with people, and you're able to maintain good and consistent relationship, how you're able to make people belong, how you're able to make people feel very important and connected. So we cannot underestimate the importance of relationship. Every other thing we're going to be discussing after this relationship series, I'm still going to be referring you to this relationship we have spoken about, or we are talking about, or we have done. We need relationship. We need people. You cannot do the journey of life alone. No matter what you want, no matter what. Imagine those rich men people, the rich pikin. They are taking them to schools where networking is the language they understand. That's because they know that if you go to Covenant University, you meet with one governor's daughter, you meet with one commissioner's daughter, you meet with one high caliber person. And by the time you meet with those group of people, you relate, you connect. That's how to become whatever it is you want to become in life. So you cannot do life journey alone. I don't know where you just want to feel that. Well, I just want to be on my own. I just want to. The people that you are still relating with, of course, it's a level of relationship. So relationship is very important to my people. You cannot not relate with people. You cannot not relate with people. If not, you are going to just live a frustrated and a miserable life. Imagine wanting to do something. I know that it is through this person that I will get to that person. So why not be of good cheers and maintain a good and healthy relationship? So there are still about 2 or 3 types of relationship I'm going to talk about. I wouldn't want it to be too elongated. I just wanted to keep 1 or 2 days and let us become a better us in every sense of becoming a better us. We need to do more. We need to be more. We need to become more. We need to become a better us so that we can attract good things. You see those people that enjoy good things. They know what they are doing. They know what they are doing. The gift of people can never be underestimated. And me, for a fact, for a truth, I can say that I have gifts of able and capable men in my space. There is nothing I want to do in life that I don't know who to call. If I don't know, I would say it to somebody that knows better than I do. And by the time they will give me the advice, they might even give me the contact of who is helping out. So please don't trivialize people. Don't underestimate the power of people. And don't be too quick to judge somebody because you are meeting the person and you don't know what the person wants. And you have decided to ruin a relationship that's supposed to take you to the next stage in life. So please, till I come your way again, do well to like, subscribe, and comment. Thank you. I appreciate it. Bye.